What's up, guys? Happy Thursday and welcome back to News for You with me, Tracy. On tonight's agenda, we are getting into people putting the EC on the spot. We're also talking about UEDCL and what they've said about power outages. We're also talking about a disgruntled Akena, as well as Trump's golden visa. All of that and so much more coming up tonight. Stay tuned. The growing wave of nomination petitions has put the Electoral Commission under immense public scrutiny. Critics argue that the Commission is failing to conduct thorough due diligence during candidate nominations, allowing disputes that could have been prevented with stricter verification. Now, some accuse the body of reducing itself to a mere registration desk, quick to shift its position under pressure from powerful political actors. Now, this, they say, raises concerns about fairness, transparency, and the Commission's ability to uphold its mandate in charged electoral environments. Now, amid the criticism, others suggest a solution lies in urgent electoral reforms. They argue that clear and consistent enforceable prerequisites for candidate nominations would reduce unnecessary petitions and restore confidence in the process. Strengthening internal checks, improving documentation requirements, and ensuring independence from external influence are among the proposed steps to safeguard the credibility of future elections. And I wholeheartedly agree. Absolutely. I know it's absolutely before someone comes for me. Guys, UEDCL has assured us that we will not have power. So they warned that the current wave of power outages and voltage fluctuations may persist as the national grid struggles with rising demand and years of limited investment in distribution infrastructure. Officials say that the pressure on the system has made it difficult to guarantee stable supply in the short term. Now, caution was issued during a meeting chaired by Colonel Edith Nakalema, head of the State House Investors Protection Unit, who brought together leaders of government agencies, the Uganda Editors Guild, and media representatives. The engagement focused on strengthening communication around government agencies' performance and achievements, with UEDCL outlining the challenges affecting service delivery, as well as the need for sustained investment in order to improve network reliability. Basically, they need money to give us electricity. Where there's no money, there's no power. Literally and figuratively. After being blocked from the presidential race, the Uganda People's Congress Party President Jimmy Akena has rallied supporters to write his name on the presidential ballot on the 15th of January, Election Day. He says that this move is meant to demonstrate solidarity and showcase his nationwide support despite not appearing on the official list of candidates. Now, his bid for nomination was rejected by the Electoral Commission after a court ruling declared that he is not the legitimate leader of the UPC. Now, the decision effectively barred him from contesting, triggering frustration among his supporters. Now, Akena's call for a symbolic write-in vote is now being framed as a show of defiance and an attempt to highlight internal party disputes that continue to shape UPC's political trajectory ahead of the polls. It really is a sign of defiance. I did not make it, but you write my name there. Whoa. Donald Trump is just the gift that keeps on giving, because now he has given us the Trump Gold Card, which is essentially a fast-track visa scheme offering wealthy foreigners a quick path to U.S. residency and ultimately citizenship. The program targets high-earning professionals who can pay at least $1 million, which the government says serves as proof that they will substantially benefit the United States. A platinum version offering additional tax incentives will cost you $5 million. You know, I love how they're just throwing out these numbers as if it's nothing. Anyway, businesses sponsoring foreign employees must pay $2 million, with several non-refundable fees that are also required. Now, Trump touted this initiative on social media as a direct path to citizenship for vetted applicants and boost American companies seeking top global talent. Critics, including some Democrats, argue that the scheme unfairly favors the rich, especially as the administration tightens broader immigration rules, raising visa fees, accelerating deportations, pausing asylum decisions, and maintaining travel bans. The rollout has sparked concern among migrants, students, and tech workers already navigating an increasingly restrictive system. Not only that, when you're applying for a visa, right now they've also included that they want to view your social media history for the past 5 years. They want to know what you're posting on social media before they can grant you this very expensive visa as well. So guys, if you know that you have pigment in your skin, you are melanated, and you are not rich, forget it. Trump stood there and said he doesn't want people from hellhole countries like Somalia. He wants people from Norway, Denmark, basically the Scandinavian countries. If you're not like this, forget it. It's ridiculous. It's time for the profile, and tonight we have someone really, really special, former Miss Uganda, Hanna KMA. Take a look.
All right, thank you so much, Tracy. Girl, you are so amazing. And honestly, all that gist, all that news, damn. But anyway, today on the profile with me, your girl, Bathan Kunzi, the lioness on the mic, I am joined by the one and only, I'm going to call her Uganda's sweetest sweetheart. Oh. Yeah, I'm joined by Hanna KMA, the queen. Oh wait, once a queen, always a queen. Yeah. Hi, Hanna.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
What was your morning routine today?
My morning routine, basically, I woke up. I had to pray. After praying, I had to take some water. I usually take water.
Yeah.
And then shower, prepare myself.
Okay, that's interesting. Off camera, like, what's one thing people will be shocked to know about you?
What should I say? But I actually sometimes do fast and maybe I pray a lot. I don't know if it's evident out there, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think maybe it might be kind of, okay, maybe for us who are spiritually rooted.
Yeah, and you think the fact that I'm in a certain industry, everything,
All right.
Another thing, I don't drink, I don't smoke.
Yes, you see, now that's something very, very surprising, because in this kind of generation, you expect that, everybody at least does one or both, you know? So I want to know, when you look back at your journey, Miss Uganda, you look at the little girl that, stood for Miss Uganda, because I think you're like the littlest Miss Uganda.
I think we're like two. Yeah, two that, joined when we were 19. Me and some other girl, Queen, sister Queen, Fiona Bizu. Yeah, so she also joined and was crowned when she was 19.
All right. What would the younger you, that self, tell this self? What do you think?
Hey, I'm so proud of you. You made it that far. Basically, because for me, coming to Miss Uganda, I didn't think I would win.
Yeah.
Though I wanted to win and I did everything that enabled me to take the win home. But I was like, oh my God, the girls are so pretty. Will I even manage to speak? How can I even walk in heels and then stand for all that long on stage?
Yeah.
But then I pulled everything off. So I know that little Hanna would be so proud of me and, proud of my consistency and, rising above each and every odd and saying that, you know what, you can do this irrespective of where you come from and how you were raised. You can still beat these odds and, learn it.
Yeah, that's
blink of an eye and you're up there.
Okay, what's one misconception that people still have about beauty queens that you wish you could break today?
So they think beauty queens are just, about slaying, appearing on events, dazzled, makeup and all that. Yeah. But then there is a lot to it. Yeah. We advocate for so many things. We're humanitarians. We speak in different places about different issues that the world is facing. And the girl I was with at Miss World, the girl who won me, she's right now a minister for the youth and an elected member of parliament.
Wow.
So that shows that women can actually have a seat at the table and discuss so many ideas that are affecting this country or even the world at large. Yeah. And they be able to come up with the solutions of the problems that are out there. Yeah. Which people think beauty queens cannot do because of, how they look most of the time and maybe appearing on different events and maybe modeling. Yeah. So basically modeling and pageantry is
They're two
confused by
are they,
so many people.
Are they two different
They're
things?
two different
Okay.
things, but then so many people think they could be the same thing. Because obviously in pageantry, you have to know how to model, you have to know how to walk in heels, and most of the time you do different shows as a model. So basically there's that misconception that people have about pageantry, which is not right.
Okay, yeah, it's very, very true. I was today as old when I got to know that modeling and pageantry are different.
Yes, they are.
All right, taking us back to India. What's that moment where, like, you know, when you made it to the top 8 or top 10 actually, how was it for you? Like, you know, how did it feel in that moment? Were you like so starstruck with yourself?
I was fighting. For the people that are so keen enough, I was fighting with my tears on stage the whole time. To an extent that I even failed to answer the last question to my best. Because I was still shocked how I made it to top 2.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many girls who were strong. So I was like, basically, if Nigeria doesn't make it to top 2, Zambia is going to make it to top 2. Zimbabwe, rather. Zimbabwe is going to make it to top 2. And then after reading that girl who won me, she was Miss Botswana, and they read Uganda, I was like, what? Am I not even dreaming? So like I was fighting with my tears, and then I had to do a catwalk and I had to smile at the same point. And I'm like, oh my God, is it getting me?
Not me getting, I don't know why I always get goosebumps whenever I hear such things.
Basically, I was, oh my God, I was just super grateful to God and to so many people. And then my fear was one, I have carried the biggest number in the history of Uganda at Miss World. I had so many people in the audience that had come to support me. Same applies to Miss Uganda. Actually, I had so many people come to support me. So while at stage, my problem was, oh my God, I hope I don't disappoint these people. I focused on the audience so much that I forgot to actually act. You know, like I had to answer questions, I had to stand in a different way, I had to pose differently. But then my head was, you have to make sure you don't disappoint these people. There's so many, they've never come. This is their very first time to come here. You have to make sure you place. So that's the fear I had within me. And when I made it, I was like, damn it, I didn't disappoint these people.
Like, yes. All right. And like you've said, I understand Uganda cheered for you so much, especially globally. How did you stay grounded in all that spotlight?
Grounded in what way?
I mean, like, you know that, like, right now you've told us how you were focusing on the audience, but then you still managed to keep, you know, that steeze of, like, making it and, you know, maintaining that kind of image.
You mean on stage?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, we are trained. By the time you reach Miss World on that stage, you've gone through different trainings with different pageant coaches. Even your family sometimes trains you. Mama Miss B trains you. I have my mentor, Spoke Jerome. He trained me up to the last day when I was like, okay, I'm flying out to go to India. So most of the time, you're trained how to act under pressure. Like, okay, when I'm under pressure, I'm supposed to act like this. I have to make sure no one gets to know I'm under pressure. So I believe I could have been the only one that felt it, that I was actually under pressure. But maybe the audience and the judges didn't feel that. And also, Miss World being the fact that most of the marks, we make them in boot camp. So it's always the little marks that add up for you to be crowned, whatever, Miss World, Miss World Africa, Beauty with a Purpose. So basically, kubanga kutukiza mukolo, kuja ku stage, and then you model, and then they read. But most of the marks, like 70%, it's done in boot camp. Okay, interesting.
What do you think Uganda as a country still needs to improve, especially for like girls in rural areas?
Speaking from my very place where I come from.
Please mention it, I beg.
Yeah, I come from Nakaseke district. But the north, in specific, that constituency of North, Nakaseke North, where we have a lot of people who are engaged into basically the way of living. It's a cattle corridor. Most of the people are farmers. So the culture is still like too much there, to a point that they don't believe in a girl being educated or making it that far. So for my father, who actually made sure that he educated most of us, there was so much going on in our village. How girls are going to become something else, they're supposed to be married, not because they are wrong, but that's the perception they have in their minds that, okay, if a girl is 12 years, maybe they're supposed to get married. Not until they saw me becoming Miss Uganda and then going back home and then changing a few things here and there. And now they've started to believe that, oh, you can actually educate a girl child.
Yeah.
So Uganda as a country, what do we have to do to make awareness about the dangers that are happening in villages? We've concentrated so much in town and in urban areas, and we forget what's happening in the rural areas. So I feel like they should concentrate on that a little bit more. And also the standards of education are a bit low compared to schools in town are. There's unemployment happening there, but then they should first look at education first. The quality of education that those people receive is terrible.
Yeah.
If I said that I had to learn English when I came to Kampala,
oh wow,
yet people who study here learn English in nursery, then it's that bad.
Oh my God, yeah, that's crazy. That's a little bit crazy. So before we wrap up, I want to know, this year is coming to an end. What's the boldest decision you've made this year?
The boldest decision I ever made was to launch my foundation, the Hanna KMA Foundation. The other bold decisions are a bit personal, so I don't think I'm gonna mention them.
It's all right. But you've made so many bold moves this year.
So many, I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah. There's a saying
and
that...
also staying in school.
Yes! Oh my God, that's very bold.
So many people said, Hanna being in the limelight should not manage school. And at some point they were right, because when I went to school, I actually received so much pressure.
Yeah.
I felt like it wasn't a safe space for me. So I had to fight with myself at some point to make sure that I get to know the way of life, to make friends, to fit in the society, and I had to do everything possible to make sure that I had to fit in that society. So right about now, like, I'm okay, I can go to school, I can eat to the canteen, I can do everything.
Okay, that's nice. As we wrap up, what message would you give to the young girls who think that pageantry is only for the privileged?
Basically, just go and listen to my story. How I rose up to be who I am, the way I started. That shows that it's not for only the privileged ones, because I've struggled to a certain extent of my life until I couldn't struggle anymore.
Yeah.
So basically, it's about you knowing what you want and having that little money. It's 10K to register and take your form to the Miss Uganda offices, of which I believe everyone has.
Yeah.
That's 10K. So if you want something, you shouldn't have to wait for what people have to say about it. There was a lot that was being said about Miss Uganda before I joined. But then I was like, okay, let me go and find out myself.
Let me actually go on ground.
Yeah, let me go on ground and find out if it's actually for the privileged ones. Let me find out if it's only the girls who are shaped, this kind of the ones that are supposed to go. And I had to find out myself about everything. So if you want something, don't stop on what's happening there, what did they say, what do they want, what did they don't want. Basically, me, when I went to Miss Uganda, I wasn't in touch with any of the former Miss Ugandas.
At all.
These girls are so lucky that these days they even come to us, they text us on Instagram, or get our numbers on WhatsApp, and they text us and they're like, what do you think I should do? And we guide them on what to do. Some of us didn't even have those people. I wasn't talking to any former Miss Uganda. So basically, I was like,
it was just you against the world.
And I'm going to go for it. Everything I don't know, I'm going to find out myself. And that's exactly what I did.
All right. Man, that's really, really nice. Honestly, you all know me, when I start hearing emotional things, I start getting goosebumps. I think, like, oh my God, like, I'm so happy, or I don't even know what expression this is. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Yeah. It's been lovely having you. And back to you, my girl Tracy in studio. Of course, man, catch you guys on the profile next week. My beautiful name is Bothing Kunzi, the lioness on the mic.
And that is a wrap for tonight, guys. As always, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye.